we don't know, as we sit right here, the first week of July, if Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be a Manchester United player when the transfer window closes. He hasn't reported back yet for pre-season training. He's training in Portugal, citing family reasons. Chelsea have been linked with him. Simple question for you. As a world-class individual player, does he make Manchester United better as a team?
He does right now in the short term, yes. He was Manchester United's best player last season, and that hasn't changed. There is no evidence that that is going to change. Cristiano Ronaldo on the field makes Manchester United better. Now, as it pertains to the project of Ten Hag and he looks into the future, Cristiano Ronaldo is not part of that future, because you're looking at the big picture, you're looking long term, and Cristiano Ronaldo simply doesn't fit, because you're looking at how do I get better and not just depend on Cristiano Ronaldo having a good game and scoring a couple goals. How do we become a solid group rather than an individual that is able to salvage some of the nonsense that we have going on behind him? I think Ten Hag would love to have Cristiano Ronaldo in the short term, but truly, when he goes down to sleep every night and he prepares for this season and he looks to the picture as to what Manchester United is going to be, I think as he has those conversations with himself as a manager, he probably says, it's probably better if Cristiano's not around. And the reason I say that is the shadow, if you will, the image, the powerful image that is Cristiano Ronaldo around that club is only going to generate more pressure on the team and on the manager, because as he transitions this team into the future and Ronaldo is not part of the picture, there are going to be moments in which maybe he's on the bench, maybe he's not selected, maybe you're giving an opportunity to other players that you think are going to be part of the future for you, and Ronaldo may not be part of that picture. And you know that the questions are going to come. The questions are coming right now in the preseason. Well, what's happening with Ronaldo? What's happening with Ronaldo? What's happening with Ronaldo? Well, imagine middle of the season and the decision to bench him, to not put him on the field. Do you need that drama? Do you want that drama as a new manager, as you're trying to build a project into the future? I think short term, he would like to have Cristiano Ronaldo's goal. Long term, I think Ten Hag believes that he's better off having a fresh start.
I think you've summed up that dilemma very well, Ali, because let's look at both sides of this. 18 Premier League goals last season, Manchester United's best player, yet United finished 6th and trophyless and their worst season in 32 years. That says more and is more damning about the supporting cast than it does about Cristiano Ronaldo. But with one of the world's greatest players, when there is speculation, you then get a circus. Manchester United has been a circus. It's been a travelling circus for too long now, since Sir Alex Ferguson left. Is it best if Ronaldo leaves despite all these goals, but look what happened to the team because of the supporting cast? Is it best if this is resolved quickly?
Yeah, I think it is for everybody involved, including Cristiano Ronaldo. I look at Cristiano Ronaldo, and he probably walked into that locker room last season thinking, okay, this is Manchester United. This is a club I love, with a bunch of winners, with a mentality and a character of guys that are going to fight for every trophy out there. And then he looked around and then he saw, no, this is not a bunch of winners. This is a very soft and sensitive locker room. And when I'm demanding and expecting from these players, what I get is a divided locker room and guys that can't quite take the pressure, that can't quite take the heat, or don't want any part of it. This is a different version of Manchester United than what Cristiano Ronaldo is used to and was hoping and expecting to see once he showed up back at the club. For him, as he looks into the future of his career, and fans of Cristiano Ronaldo may not want to hear this, but his career is soon coming to an end. It may be next year, the year after that, but it's coming to an end. We're closer to that than we were a few years ago. Now, he thinks to himself, do I really want to be part of a rebuild? Do I really want to be part of the long-term plans? No, I don't have time for that. I need to play and I need to win now. Not tomorrow, not a year from now. No, now. The moment for me is now. So you want to transition into something else because clearly this is not the locker room and this is not the club that you were hoping, you were expecting to see. As for Manchester United, if you're Ten Hag, I think the fact that Cristiano Ronaldo is willing to go somewhere else, I think it resolves a headache for you. A headache that you're not going to make public. You're not going to talk about it and say, well, it's nice for Cristiano to walk away because now I can work freely without the presence of Cristiano Ronaldo looming over me and looming over this club, because I would feel the need to have him on the field, even though he's not part of my plans. He's not going to say it publicly, but I think in those quiet conversations that I just mentioned, he would be glad to see Cristiano Ronaldo walk out the door. Not necessarily in the short term, because you're going to miss his goals, but certainly in the big picture and in the long term.
Okay, if Ronaldo goes, you and I commentated on Sevilla many times last season with Anthony Martial, not impressing at all on loan. Marcus Rashford's form went off a cliff. Where do Man United's goals come from if Ronaldo moves on?
Well, that's why those quiet conversations that Ten Hag is having with himself, those are the ones in which he's asking, yeah, I'm kind of glad Cristiano Ronaldo's gone because he's not looming over me, but I don't have anybody to score goals. So that's why I keep saying in the short term, you want him there because you have guarantees that there's somebody who you can trust to score the goals. And this is when Manchester United, mighty Manchester United, has to be able to go out in the market and find a player or find a talent. The issue is that when you have become the version of Manchester United that you have become, potentially the worst in years that we've ever seen from Manchester United, okay, those players, elite level, are not coming your way. Not quite yet. Not at this point. All those elite players are saying, yeah, let's wait and see what this club becomes, and then they'll be part of the conversation. Right now, they're not part of the conversation at the elite level, and so therefore, you sort of have to kind of get the best of the rest. You're not going to get the best players out there. You're going to get the best of the rest. What everybody else didn't want in terms of perceived elite talent, you will get essentially the crumbs. What everybody else is just discarding and saying, yeah, he's not for us, then you have to be very good about saying he's right for us.
That might be one of the reasons why Cristiano Ronaldo is potentially going to move on. And if it is to somewhere like Chelsea, it's maybe because of this Champions League attachment. He can extend his goal record. Manchester United don't have Champions League this season. They can't offer that to targets, but they can offer the name, the football club, Manchester United. Come in at the start of this build. Be with us when we get back to the Champions League. Does that matter at all to the creme de la creme of world talent that they might be going after?
I think the name of Manchester United is a powerful one. We continue to have conversations about Manchester United because they're a team that generates a lot of attention and generates a lot of conversation and expectation, sometimes unrealistic expectation. I look at Manchester United, and if I'm Ten Hag, I'm this club, I'm thinking, okay, what is a positive season for us? And what do we need to do to then be on that profile where players think of us as first choice? To be honest, they have to be back in Champions League in order to be part of that conversation, because it has become a condition for those top-tier talent players in which they say, okay, if I'm a top-tier talent, I have to be playing a top-tier competition. Europa League is not top-tier competition. Champions League is. That's my level. That's my stage. That's where I want to be. And so therefore, anything less than that doesn't even come into the conversation, even if it is a club as important and historically important as Manchester United, because you don't provide me that stage. And unless you're able to provide me with that opportunity where I can showcase my talent to the world and I can feel like I'm part of what the current history of world football is, and that is Champions League first and foremost when it comes to club football, then I don't think Manchester United is part of those conversations with the very top tier talent.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.